Welcome to Beers and Brawls, the show where my guests and I drink beer and talk all things wrestling. I'm your host Jared, and thank you for joining me on another episode of Beers and Brawls. We have a huge guest for you tonight, a mainstay of Wrestle Rampage, who's just made his big return to the ring. He is a one-time Rampage National Champion and a one-time Conquest Tournament winner. He is the Source God, Corndog. Corndog,
Jared,
welcome to the show.
thank you. Thanks for having me.
No, absolutely, mate. It's been a long time coming. I wanted to get you on the show, and like I said in the intro, big return to Wrestle Rampage. How's the body feeling coming back?
It feels good. I took about 2 years away, and coming back, I put on a bit of weight. So in the lead up to coming back, I lost a bunch of weight. I think about 15, 20 kilos. But yeah, just getting back into training, getting back in everything. Knees feeling better, body's feeling better, so...
Yeah. So just a bit of time off to sort of rest and recover, get the body right.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't sure. It was, never say never, but it wasn't like I was planning to come back or not, so...
Yeah.
But, just got the itch again and... Came back.
Absolutely, man. No, it's great to see you back in the ring. You're a big mainstay of Wrestle Rampage, previous champion, obviously, there, so... It's going to be great. A lot of young guys now and young girls running around the Wrestle Rampage. So some new faces for you there to mix it up with. How's that feeling? Are you excited for that? Or?
Yeah, it's good. It's great to train with them and see new people coming through. The same way I came up, so the same school, and I got to work with Tyson Rourke on the last show. That was
absolutely.
Oh, he's so good. he's so I think it was his third or fourth match. Fantastic.
I'm sure he's going to be a guest on this show one day in the future.
Definitely.
Bright up and comer. But this show's about you, so I want to get into some questions, mate.
Yeah, of course.
So first question, who is Corndog? What's he all about?
Corndog is... it's always good to have a quick way to describe the character, but to be a bit more in depth. It's it started off a little bit as a joke, but then it sort of became an elevated level of my personality, just me out there having fun, having a good time, but still wrestling seriously, still, hard hitting slams, all that sort of stuff. The Source God, I probably need to learn to describe it a little better, but
that's alright. It's different, it's catchy, it gets the attention. People go, what the hell is the Corndog? What's the Source God? And it gets the attention, and we'll look later at the photos, but you've got some awesome gear to match with that as well. So, no, it's good, man. When did you start wrestling?
I started, what is it now? I think it was around 10 years ago I started training.
Nice.
And trained for about a year before I debuted. What was it now? 2026. I think it was 2016 that I started training, and then late 2017 that I debuted.
Nice. Approaching that 10-year anniversary of match.
Yeah,
that's good, man.
2 years, take away those 2 years, but
that doesn't matter, mate. People, we had the COVID years where people add years on and take years off, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. Who's your favourite wrestler or wrestlers, and why?
I think it's changed growing up and then becoming a wrestler as who I looked for, but when I started getting into wrestling when I was younger, my teens, I think probably Edge, was my favourite wrestler.
Oh, nice.
Edge or, Rey Mysterio, guys like that. I love growing up because I don't know, there's something about them clicked with me or something like that. I wasn't, obviously guys like Shawn Michaels and stuff as well, but as I got older and started wrestling, I think Kurt Angle is probably, for me, my favourite wrestler to watch.
Nice.
And he can do anything, in ring, he's obviously fantastic, but the way he can take whatever character he's got, whether he's the champion, the fighting champion, or he's got a comedy gimmick, whatever he's doing, he's always a threat in the ring, and he's always taken seriously in the ring. I think it's such a fine balance to do over his career with so many different variations to his character.
Yeah, absolutely. No, awesome, man. There's some different answers we've had on the show, so that's good. I like that. Favourite match of yours that you've been in?
Of mine? I reckon reckon it's probably the Conquest final. It's probably a tie between the Conquest final against Rat Daddy. I think it was 2024, 2023 maybe.
Yeah.
Or the bull rope match that I had with Julian Ward.
Yeah, nice.
That was I think it was the start of 24, so they were on like 23. I can't remember. I'm bad with
That's
with
all
the
good.
years.
It's all good, man. They all
two,
meld together as well.
Yeah.
What's it like doing a bull rope match?
Oh, it was a lot of fun. I've done a few hardcore matches and stuff like that before, but obviously being tied together by the rope, I think it was just on the wrist, gave some challenges, especially when we went out through the crowd. Obviously, don't want to trip anyone with the crowd, but no, it was good fun. There was one moment where we got a little bit tied up in the ropes, but it was good fun. It's good to like work something different and approach it with trying to adapt to the restrictions or work to whatever you can with whatever kind of match you're doing. I think it always makes it more fun and more enjoyable for people watching.
Yeah, absolutely, man. No, something different, man. It's cool. Your dream opponent in Australian wrestling at the moment? Or opponents?
People have wrestled. I mean, I know there's been a couple times where you and I have, I think just before I stopped, you and I were meant to wrestle work somewhere. Someone I haven't wrestled in Australia. It's a good one. It's not one
or if there's someone you haven't wrestled for a long time that you want to get back in with.
Yeah.
To get more experience, something like that, or.
Yeah, I obviously I've had 2 or 3 matches against Tommy Knight.
Yeah.
Always loved wrestling. Tommy's a good friend of mine, and we started training around the same time. He's always someone I want to wrestle again.
Yeah.
I think I'm trying to put my brain out there. I think Edward Dusk's another one that I think I've been in 1 or 2 tag matches with him, but we've never come in one-on-one, and that's always been one I've been looking forward to.
Okay, yeah, nice.
If I get that opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Edward Dusk has been hanging around a lot, so.
Yeah, that's what, he's been in Rampage for a long time, and
I'm sure you'll be able to get an opportunity now you're back, man. Absolutely. Well, you don't drink, so we're going to skip over that one. Most embarrassing moment you've had in the ring?
Oh, I think it's definitely. I had a match. When was it? It was maybe 4 or 5 years in to wrestling. It was the match after intermission. We're going through it and we're just sort of fumbling. Like we're just both not, things aren't working. And someone in the crowd shouts out, "Bring back intermission!" And it's just that was so crushing. That's probably
that's a new one. I've never heard that.
Yeah, that one. That's probably it.
Ouch! Yeah, no, I get that. That sucks. What's your wrestling goals at the moment?
At the moment, I'm still getting back into it, and having stopped, and then coming back to it. I just want to get back into it really, and make sure that my body's feeling good and how I'm feeling. And then I'm sort of at that point. I've had a couple matches back. I'm trying to think about that, reassess where I want to go. Obviously, everyone wants to make it. Well, not everyone, but most people want to make it big, go overseas. But I'd love to just at the moment work more outside of Wrestle Rampage, which I spent majority of my career. I'm happy. I still love working there. I just want to expand and work with new people and more people. So.
Absolutely, man. No, it's good. It's good goals to have. That's awesome, man. What's a match type that you would never want to compete in?
Never want to?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. In the right circumstance, I probably do almost anything, but I don't know. It just depends how crazy some people go with those death matches. Maybe like the barbed wire, ropes, some of those crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe not, but I feel like in the right circumstance, I could probably do most things.
Yeah. What's a match type that you would love to do that you've never done?
Probably a ladder match.
Ladder match, yeah.
Like I've done a bunch of tag matches and hardcore matches of different varieties, like even sort of war game style ones or things like that, or actually cage matches probably. That's number one. Yeah. That's one that you don't, especially in like local wrestling, you don't get as much.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it's more logistical than anything else, but no, I think cage match and then ladder match close behind.
Yeah, nice man. Yeah, I think cage match is like the most common answer here, but that would be it'd be awesome to have some cages running around, especially in South Australia.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing. In your opinion, what is local wrestling missing today?
You mean like South Australian local wrestling?
Yeah, or Australian local wrestling. Yeah.
I mean, I don't really. I go to some of the shows in South Australia. I don't really watch too much other wrestling. Like I don't really watch wrestling much outside of shows that I'm on or at. But I don't know. It's hard to. I think just there's a lot of new people, so they just need more experience. And I mean, it's. I don't want to give a cop out answer, but I think people putting more thought into why they're doing what they're doing. I think is probably. Yeah.
No, that's a good answer, man. No, I like that. Definitely. We've got one more for you. Wrestle Rampage is obviously your home. It's been your home. Excluding yourself, who are your top 3 wrestlers in Rampage at the moment? This can be your favourite, can be the best. There's obviously lots of great wrestlers there. There's a lot of people you're going to miss out, but who are sort of your top 3 that you have?
I'll probably give different reasons. Tommy Knight's probably the obvious easy answer. He's just fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think he's one of if not the best wrestler in the country. But also I'd probably say Joey.
Yeah,
nice. Joe, it's just especially what he's doing at the moment.
Yeah.
Every time I love watching it. And it doesn't have to be like he's a fantastic wrestler, but with what he's doing now, he doesn't really have to do much wrestling. And it's just every time I see it, it's so entertaining, and that's what wrestling is entertainment.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
I think it's and when he wants to wrestle, when he does wrestle, he's fantastic as well.
Yeah.
I mean, it's I feel wrong saying anyone but history are in the top 3 as well. So he's been wrestling a long time. He's got so much experience everywhere.
Yeah.
He's been my coach from around when I started.
Yeah.
So a lot of what I've learned has come from him. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, and like I said, there's a lot of great wrestlers in Rampage, a lot of up and coming great ones as well. So a lot of names have got to miss out, but that's 3 really top tier wrestlers right there, mate. So I appreciate you. That's the end of the questions. It's great to go through them. You've got some good goals lined up. I'm excited to see you get back into it and start kicking goals and getting your name back around Australia, man. It's going to be good to see. We're going to get some photos fired up and we're going to go through them.
I think I saw a little preview of one of them, so I'm looking forward to this. So let's go.
Alright, Corndog, got the photos ready. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Now, something we didn't touch on in the intro, and it's photo when I get it number 1.
Yes. So Tyler Trench. This was
what's going on here?
This was when I debuted before Corndog. It's just I don't really know. He's just a big crazy guy. I have a red mohawk, and it would just become a mess halfway through every match, and sometimes I'd lick people, and it was I don't know where the inspiration sort of came from. It was just kind of what came out and how that sort of developed once I from training early on. It wasn't really me as such. When I changed to Corndog, that's a lot more representative of my personality.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially what works for wrestling as well. So.
And is that all hair on the head, or is there a bit of shadow there? What's going on?
It's mostly hair. It was more of a mohawk, but I've got like thick curly hair, and it would just sort of like spread out. So I never really spiked up or anything. I more just sort of brushed it back. But yeah. Just a mess.
That's crazy. That's good. I like it. Is another one?
Yeah, I think I was maybe a year in or a year and a half in. So it was I think it was probably about a year after I debuted that one. That was a good, I still remember that. That was actually the match. I got new gear made for that match.
Oh, really?
Not specific for it, but for that. And then it was meant to be sort of inspired by, is it Freddie? The the like nightmare.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, because I was like the nightmare. That was like the, and you know, sort of had like the red stripes. But the colours were so bright, it just looked like Christmas colours, like the red and green. It just looked like Christmas colours, and it was in December as well, so people were just like,
oh shit,
bagging on it. Man, I wore it once and never wore it again. I went straight back to the other gear, but that's alright. No.
Nice. Good lineup there of previous guests on the show
Yeah.
as well. All top tier wrestlers there.
Oh yeah, that was
Showing a rock.
That was a good match. That was a lot of fun.
Johnson Reed, look at that.
Yeah, that was. I'm surprised when he wanted to do it, because you know I was only a year or a year and a half into wrestling,
really?
and
Yeah.
he just won the belt, and he's like, it's gonna be me and you. And I was like, I thought he was joking at first. I was like, oh, nah. But yeah. But I think it was his first defense after he took it off of gorgeous Greg Graham. But yeah, it was that was actually the first match after I shaved my head. So I had the red mohawk, but I shaved it off. That was the first one with the dome, and no, that made me less for the in-ring, more personally, a little bit of an embarrassing moment. I came out with like a trash can lid in my hand for the match, and whacked myself on the head and busted my head open before the match even started. No. So just so I'm standing there waiting for while Joe's doing his entrance. I got blood dripping down the back of my head. Bell hadn't even rung yet, but that was good fun.
It's always those little things in wrestling that you do to yourself that you end up hurting yourself more than a match. Just random little things like that.
Yeah, that was another. I think when was that one? Awesome. I think that was against Robbie Hart, maybe. Yeah. So when I first changed to Corndog, I had 3 matches with Robbie Hart.
Yeah.
And the third one was a hardcore match at Lion Arts. Obviously, again, blood everywhere, not sauce. That was good. That was my first. The one with Jonah was my first main event. That was my second main event match. So
nice.
Yeah, with the jorts on and the custom shirt.
Covered in blood. Look at it.
Yeah.
Jeez. Nice.
Oh, the dojo show. I think was that the first dojo show? No, number 2. It says
number 2, there you go. Yeah.
That's golfers. He's stopped wrestling, but him and I actually had our tryout together.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, he's a good friend of mine. He's not wrestling anymore. I don't think he lives in Adelaide anymore. But no, it was good. It's sort of similar, like him and I, Rat Daddy, Corey Adams, and Tommy Knight. All 5 of us started around the same time.
Oh, nice.
So it was sort of between us, like a group of 5 that sort of came up together.
Yeah.
Around that time, so it's good to sort of see the old photos. I look so clean shaved and a bit younger. Yeah.
You went from obviously Tyler Trench in the dark gear, black gear.
Yeah.
What was obviously you wanted to go brighter, but what was the choice of the red and yellow? Where did that sort of come from?
I mean, it was just the Corndog, like the way it looks with dipped in the sauce. That was the inspiration for the gear and the colours.
Yeah, no, pretty excellent actually. Yeah.
This match never happened.
Oh really?
Yeah. This was so I had the first match with Robbie Hart. I was saying I had those 3 matches. So I had the first one with Robbie Hart, and then I was going to have this one the next show, but what happened? Something happened. He couldn't make it, or the show. Something happened where the show got postponed. I think it was. I can't remember what it was. Maybe like a heat wave or something, and the venue didn't allow us to do it. And something happened. And we could I remember he came down and we trained with him for a week or so. Mitch is from Queensland. Yeah. He's a great guy, very underrated, I think, in Australian wrestling. I'm not even sure if he's still wrestling, but
I haven't seen him for a while,
I'm disappointed I never let that match
absolutely.
I know he came back once or twice to Wrestle Rampage, so that was good, but
unlucky. Oh well, that's okay. He might pop up again, you never know.
Maybe.
Speaking of the boys before.
That's good, that's an old one. I'm not sure what it was. They were probably one of them winning Wrestler of the Year, but no.
Tommy with the 2.
Yeah.
But you got yourself a medal there, mate. That's good.
I think it was a few years in a row I got medals. I think I won Most Improved back-to-back years, which is proud to rare to win that back-to-back. So I was proud of that. I think that was one of them at least.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Oh, that's awesome. Congrats on that.
Thank you. That's a while ago too. 2019. Yeah, no, that was. I don't remember. I'm real bad with the names of the shows and stuff. But what one was that?
It's a good to show off the gear though.
Yeah, no, that's a good one. It's a good. I always love that picture. Always trying to have a lot of energy when I'm coming out to the ring. So that's a good action shot there. But 2019, what was that one? Was that when I won the belt? I don't know if that was that long ago. I feel like it was sooner when it was like more recent than 2019.
Yeah. That's right, we're going to get to it, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Yeah, that's similar. That was the one where I was covered in blood before.
Oh, really?
That was that match with Robbie Hart, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
so, was all three of them as Corndog, or did you sort of
that was the
change
first three.
Were all was Corndog? Yeah.
Against Robbie Hart, I had a sort of trilogy there with Robbie Hart, who's, I learned a lot about wrestling from him. And
he's amazing, eh?
Yeah, he's been going for, I don't even know how long he's been wrestling, long time, but I learned a lot over those three matches of just how to make wrestling simple and make it work.
Yeah. Robbie, if you're watching, come back to Adelaide and come on Beers and Brawls, mate.
Yes.
We got a lot to catch up to.
He loves a good beer.
He's a great bloke.
Yeah. My memories. Oh no, I remember this one. Yeah, this was. When was Port Adelaide? Yeah, I remember this one. This was good. This was around the start of the Renegades. I don't know if you really.
I was. I
this was
those, yeah.
It was right at the start of that sort of stretch when they just become the Renegades, and it was the four of them and the four of us being the Graham or the Ryans, and then it was me, Tom, Rag Daddy and Istria, sort of like a 4-4 for a year, probably a couple of years. We had
it went for a while.
Yeah. That was and that blow off match was fantastic. It was almost like a War Games match.
I reckon I was in the crowd for that one. I'm pretty sure. Very good. Yeah, it was a good angle, good storyline. You guys had going. It was.
I think it maybe could have gone a little bit too far. Like like it just stretched out for long. But I think the payoff in the end, there was so much that happened in that last match that paid off so many years worth of things in multiple different ways.
Yeah.
There was Istria coming back after losing and getting kicked out of Wrestle Rampage. There was Tommy Knight turning on Rat Daddy. There was us overcoming the Renegades in the end. There was so much happening in that match. It was great.
Yeah. Do you think there's a lot of long-term storytelling going on these days, or do you think that's sort of lost?
I think it's a little bit lost.
Yeah.
I mean, some places in some ways do it. That was one goal I did have when coming back. I wanted to have at least some ideas of longer things I wanted to work towards.
Yeah.
But I think at least my opinion with some local shows, they can be a little bit infrequent or hard to especially with the crowd or the wrestling, a little bit too infrequent sometimes to tell a good consistent long-term story.
Yeah.
But I think it's still possible, and sometimes there's usually something going on, like whether it's with only one or two people or a couple different stories, but.
Yeah, and I suppose in these days you got the social media and stuff, you can keep it going.
Yeah.
Keep telling that story. So
there's definitely more ways to do it.
Can keep the people invested. So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, this is like when I was talking about the Monsters Gauntlet, 4-on-4. That was such a great match, so much fun. I think I was probably covered in blood at the end of that as well. I don't remember, but that was probably up there with one of my favourite matches. I think that one match of the year for 2021. Obviously it was. Because I had to get so many different, the medals, 8 different ones. But But the Grahams, I love wrestling all of them. I've learned so much from all of those guys. So,
yeah, absolutely. Been doing it a long time then.
Yeah.
I've nearly had all the Grahams. I'm just gonna get Pat and we've unlocked all the Grahams there.
Oh yeah,
DMDU.
One of my, I think it's 2 interstate matches.
Nice.
This actually turned into is it 3 teams? Yeah, 3-team tag match.
Okay.
So it was us 4 and what are they called? Big Dude Energy. I don't know.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So that was actually a lot of fun. Like I'd never done like a 3-team tag match before this. And it was a lot of fun. Good to go and work with different crowds, see different people, and watch learn from more people. So that was good. Yeah.
Absolutely. Nothing beats a good interstate trip and wrestling new people, meeting new people.
Mm-hmm.
Shooting the shit uncensored.
Okay, yeah. Probably one of the other 1 or 2 podcasts I've done before. That was. Oh no, I remember. I think what was that in COVID? Around COVID time? I think it was. I remember doing that at home. Yeah, from on the laptop at home. Like, yeah. Very not much memory of it, but yeah.
So that's Piers Austin, is it? Or?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Sorry if you're watching. Sorry.
That's right. If people go check out his Spotify
Yeah,
channel, and you'll find Corndog's on there somewhere. Check it out. Riot City
yeah.
Wrestling.
This was another match that changed. It ended up just being a 1-on-1 between me and Nick Armstrong.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Getting the chance to work. That was at the Fringe as well.
Fringe, yeah. Speaking of Fringe,
Yeah, which is going on at the moment, isn't it?
Fringe Mania at the moment. Yeah, one more show as we're recording.
Yeah, no, that was a lot of fun. It was, similarly, I know it's South Australia still, but a lot of, at the time there wasn't as much crossover between the companies.
Yeah.
So it's great to have that opportunity to, work, meet everyone. Yeah, I think we've met most of them before, but to at least meet more people and
for sure.
work with more people and yeah.
How'd you find wrestling? Obviously at the Fringe in a tent, something completely different. How'd you find that?
I remember it being really, really hot and just being so sweaty. But outside of that, it was great. It was so much fun. It was, it's great to experience different scenarios to have to do wrestling in or get to do wrestling in. But wrestling crowds are wrestling crowds. A lot of them obviously Adelaide. People knew who I was, so it wasn't like I was walking into somewhere where no one had ever seen me before. But I think it's always good to learn as a wrestler to work to assume that no one knows who you are and work that way. But
that's good, man. That's good. Good advice for people watching this, young wrestlers. But was that your first sort of match in Riot City?
Yeah, I think that's the only one I've done. I don't think I've done another one, but that was
you got goals to sort of get back into there, or?
Yeah, I'd love to. Just I'm trying to get myself back into wrestling first.
Of course,
no,
absolutely.
I'd love to.
There'll be plenty of people that I'm sure that would want to wrestle you, mate. I know there's a guy that looks like me that would want to wrestle you. There's the belt, mate.
Yeah. One of my proudest moments, I think.
Look at that.
Yeah.
You can see the.
You see how happy I am.
Yeah.
Nah, so proud. It was. It was great. A great moment to get that. I felt. As a wrestler called Corndog, sometimes people don't take it seriously. So to have a moment, where especially by my peers that. To give me an opportunity to lead a company like that, it was very rewarding. Yeah.
And I can see there's a change of gear there in the black gear. Is that for people to take you more seriously, or just want to take different, or?
A little bit of both. It wasn't, I just wanted to sort of evolve the character a little bit and just see how different colours work and fit and
absolutely. And get your WrestleMania gear ready for the belt, mate.
Yes.
That's awesome, man. Great achievement.
Thank you. Yes, this was the Conquest first match. This was before I won the belt, so it was a one-night tournament, 3 matches in one night.
Oh, jeez.
This was the first. So I wrestled Corey Adams, and then it was David Storm.
Oh, nice.
In the second round,
That's
and then
match.
Rat Daddy in the last one, which I'd say was one of my favourite matches I've had. Yeah, so it was 3 matches in one night. Which is a lot of work, but it was also a great learning experience as well, trying to do 3 matches in one night, have them all be different for the crowd, so the crowd's not getting bored of what I'm doing, and also, have each one have its individual story and tell an overarching story over the 3 matches was, I was very proud of how I did it, how well I did it. I feel like I did a good job, but it was very good learning experience on how to, I've always been, struggled a bit sometimes with, putting stuff together, but getting 3 in one night and having it all go well was fantastic. Yeah,
be a huge challenge, and especially like you said, it's not just your challenge on you, but to make sure the crowd don't get bored because they have to watch the 3 matches.
Yeah, they have to see you 3 times.
You have to perform 3 times. Huge challenge, but. Got through it, and you won that one. Is that you won that tournament?
Yeah, I did. And that was to be the number 1 contender for the title, which I eventually won.
Nice.
Yeah, I think it was. Leading up to that same one. The Conquest tournament. They've done a couple more. I think I was in the second one. I think they did a third one, but I can't remember if they did one last year. So, but I'd love to. If they're doing one again this year, I'd love to be part of it.
Absolutely.
However far I managed to go, but
Yeah, no, it's a great test on you as well.
Yeah, this was the other match I was talking
There
about.
we go.
My favourite one,
Ballroom
Julian Ward.
match.
Honey Street Ballroom match. That was my first title defence. You know, the
That
show.
was your first one, straight into a ballroom match.
Yeah. Because I wrestled him just before I won the belt. I think it was after Conquest. I had a match with Julian Ward, and he won by DQ. Oh, I won by DQ. He got himself disqualified. So you know, bit of bad blood there to get him to come back and you know bleed all over each other, and that was he's such a fantastic wrestler. And, no, that was one of my favourite matches.
He's a great bloke, Julian Wood, old stomper.
There we go. That's
the
when I won the belt. Yeah, the one before.
Yes, 2022. Look at that.
Late 20. Okay, yeah. 3.5 years ago now. Yeah. No, that was great. It was and I said before, Tom and I, we started training around the same time. We're close friends. Years building up to it. We never had a proper one-on-one match. So yeah, that was special in so many ways that night.
Absolutely. And obviously beat someone like Tommy Knight.
One of the top names in the country now, especially.
No, that's awesome, man. Great achievement there.
Thank you. I think that was Corndog's debut actually. That was Corndog's first match. First time giving the sauce punches. But it's funny watching it back. No knee pads. I can't handle it. Oh.
As soon as the first thing I saw, I was like, what's going on?
I don't know what I was thinking. I could not do that now.
Oh, wow.
I feel so safe with the knee pads on.
Yeah.
Even if I'm not landing on my knees, I just feel better with them on. But yeah, no, that was the first match. Got funny story actually. I got the gear for my debut, and because he had the black mist, it stained. I got black stains all over it. So I got one match. Had to get new gear straight away.
No.
But yeah, I wasn't too happy with the cut and the fit of it anyway, so it was good to good reason to get some new one. But
do you have go-to gear maker, or you sort of bounce around?
I've got a few different ones, so yeah.
Yeah, nice. It's getting a bit of a hard thing these days, trying to find a good gear maker.
Yeah. That was Conquest. Yeah, that was the Conquest final.
You got
after I won.
Some strapping on there?
Yeah, so in the second match with David Storm.
Yeah.
EPW. He just worked the arm the whole time, so I strapped up going into the final match.
Yeah.
Which I think helped to differentiate the three, especially as well.
Yeah,
at least visually, they can see it coming out,
Yeah.
looking different, favouring the arm the whole match. But obviously disbelief, proud to have that moment against another close friend of mine with Rat Daddy. So
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that was a great moment, great match. I've still got the trophy somewhere.
Oh, you got a trophy for it?
Yeah,
oh, nice.
I don't think they used it again for the next one, so I think it was more of a one-time thing. But
it should be a one-time thing. You should get to keep it, man.
Yeah.
New trophy every time.
I love that. Where's that photo from? Knee brace, and you see that was I had some issues with my knees before I stopped. And,
yeah.
But I think it was not long before I stopped. Yeah, 2 or 3 years ago.
Was there anything major that happened to the knee, or was it just sort of wear and tear? Or
in the Monsters Gauntlet match, the big 4-on-4 one.
Yeah.
I had issues with my left knee for a while, and then there was one part where I caught Joey doing a dive, and my knee just sort of buckled out sideways, and I think I partly tore my meniscus. I think that's what it was. But and just didn't really give it the time to heal properly, and it just kind of never got any better. But yeah, it's a lot better now.
Didn't need a surgery or anything?
No, it wasn't that bad, but it was, bad enough that it gave me strive enough to want to wear, something while I'm wrestling. But yeah, it's much better now. So
excellent. Good you avoided surgery, that's the main thing.
Well, yeah, that was Conquest. Yeah, leading up to Conquest 2, because that was Tommy Knight. I think he was the champion, putting it on the line for Conquest for the second one instead of a number one contenders thing, and so that was. So I won it off him. He won it back off me. And it was leading into the Conquest 2, where see if I could fight my way back to get it back off him, but not successful. I think I went out in the first round to Ricky South.
Oh. Well, that's a tough match.
Yeah.
Well, that's a very tough match.
I did actually. He was one of my other title defenses. I was up there with one of my favorite matches. I had some great. I think I was really happy with the title matches I had. When I was champion for
definitely.
a short time.
Yeah, some high quality wrestler that you defended against.
Yeah, this was
another high quality wrestler.
This is the last match before I stopped.
Oh really? Nice.
Yeah, I remember. So it was it was fantastic to wrestle someone so great.
It's insane.
Unfortunately, it was sort of in a moment where my head was a little bit out of it. You know, I was thinking about stopping at this point, but I still remember going into it with some fun ideas and still enjoyed the match. And he's so good. I learned a lot from him. You know, training. He took a couple of seminars or so before, and just talking to him, you know, it was good to learn not just about in ring, but being a wrestler, just in general, like mentally and stuff. So it was great to learn that, and then sort of go away and come back with a sort of refreshed, you know, mindset to wrestling.
Yeah, absolutely, man. No, makes sense.
That was that one. The second match, yeah, he's fantastic. So good. Such a great wrestler. Like, I think he's in Canada at the moment wrestling. He's doing really well.
He's doing lots of stuff.
Yeah.
Was he doing slap wars or something?
Yeah, I did see that. I forgot about it. Oh, that was so good. Did he get knocked out or something?
I have no idea. I didn't watch it. Sorry, Ricky. But
he probably got knocked out. He's a lovely guy. Yeah, I'm lucky enough to have worked with him a couple of times at Wrestle Rampage. So.
Yeah, nice. To be honest, I'm not a fan of those slap gimmicks.
Yeah,
it's not for me. It's a bit too over the top.
Yeah.
So
you're just looking for a viral moment on the post online, and
Dana White's fully into it and investing money in it, and people are making some big money, but yeah, not for me. Not for me. I'll leave that to the big boys.
Yeah. Yeah, simply the best one was this one. That was this my match against Ricky? No, that's obviously the photo of my match with Ricky.
Yeah.
No, this was leading up to my match with Greg Graham.
Oh, nice.
So after that, simply the best. That's like his music. He comes
Yeah.
So I think that was the first 3 matches with the title was Julian Ward, Ricky South, Greg Graham.
Oof. Nice.
All matches I'm very proud of looking back at.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh yeah, that was. What's this photo? I think it was just like the last few, or the all champions. I think it's a shirt I'm wearing right now.
Yeah.
With the champions' names on the back. That was. Was this for a Rumble or something? Jason Cook, I don't know when he would have been around, but
I think it was a Rumble. I'm pretty sure I was there and watched that one.
Yeah. I don't know. I never really saw him wrestle, but
I never saw him wrestle except for this. Whatever.
Met him a few times around. He's an old guy that used to be there, Wrestle Rampage before I started. Obviously, Greg Graham, Istria, Tommy Knight.
Yeah.
I don't even remember when this was, but this might have been the show where I wrestled Meg Moretti, but I can't remember really.
Yeah, no, I'm unsure of this one.
Five former champions. The champion anymore, yeah.
No, that's good. Great line up there.
Conquest 2, yeah, that was. That might have been. I was trying to think because that was that match.
Advertising it on YouTube.
Yeah. I was like, hang on, they're advertising the show, but that was the show. That was that was another fun match. Trying to do different things. I can't remember exactly what happened, but I remember it being something different. And obviously coming in, I was the previous champion.
Yeah.
I'd won the last tournament. People probably expecting a lot. Going out first round, just a bit of a shock to the crowd. I think it was losing quite, but no, it was good to that's I think some good storytelling going through there.
Nice.
The Boro match. Choke slam on the thumbtacks.
Oh, there is 2.
Yeah. I think we're both covered in blood at that point. I can't see it from there. Yeah, definitely. Both covered in blood.
The old wear white gear in the hardcore match.
Yeah, you have to. It shows off the blood.
Let's go.
I think I made a habit of wearing the ripped up jorts in the hardcore matches too. Just fits the vibe, especially in that building. It's Boro there, and the cowbell as well.
Did they get used on you at all?
Once or twice, I think. It was very, very painful.
Yeah.
I remember it was just a cowbell. There's nothing work to it, but yeah.
Oh shit, that's nice. Good photo.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was after the match with Greg, the one that was advertised before. It's simply the best.
Nice.
He's so fantastic. I mean, he hasn't any plans to go anywhere outside of local wrestling, but such a breadth of knowledge and just understands wrestling so well. It's great to learn from him over the years and to work with him, and and stuff. Yeah.
He gets it. His character's amazing, and he's now the Gothic Greg and all that sort of stuff. And it's just amazing the transformations and stuff that he does. It captures the attention of the audience.
Oh yeah, he gets so much out of so little. I think it's watching people, like some people who are coming up watching Greg is such a great thing because he doesn't, you can see how little you need to do to get, a story across or get something from the crowd. What you want.
No, 100%.
That was Return, just late last year in November. That was the last one out in the Rumble.
Nice.
Obviously very excited to be back. It was not announced or anything, so a bit of a surprise return.
There you go, nice.
Yeah, so that was good.
Nice.
It's little Easter egg. I don't know if anyone ever picked up on it, but the countdown for the Rumble throughout the show, it was my voice doing it.
Oh,
like it was sort of pitched down a little bit. Until my entrance where it was just straight my voice, but
no way.
Yeah. So that was a cool little Easter egg. I don't know if anyone would have picked up on it.
How did you feel, obviously, getting back in the ring?
Good, yeah, great. It's great to be back. I'd been back training for a few months beforehand, so I felt good about being back in the ring. A bit nervous, obviously, come back after a couple of years away. Worrying, the crowd gonna remember. Obviously, they remembered. It was a great reaction, so it was, very nice to see that and have such positive feedback from the crowd and everyone to see me back. But yeah, it was, I remember about before I go out, I was like, there's, probably new people in the crowd that don't know who I am. The other people, it's been a couple of years, are they gonna remember? But no, it was great.
Awesome. Good. That's amazing.
And there he is, Tyson. I mentioned him at the start. That was my last match, my first proper match back at Lion Arts against Tyson. I think it was his third or fourth. But no, he's very good. It was great to be back, getting the singles match again, just to remember how to wrestle. And that was fantastic. I really enjoyed that match and working with him. He's got some, he gets some good ideas here and there, so it's good to teach him as well. I've always enjoyed coaching and teaching people in wrestling as well. So it's great to have someone I've trained with for a few months as he's sort of coming up and get the chance to work with him. Yeah,
absolutely, mate. That's awesome. All right, that is the end of the photos.
That's all beautiful.
So I did our best to sort of go back as far as we can go through them. But I appreciate you going through them and telling those stories. It's great to see where you came from, the original character, Tyler Trench, making you up to the source god. And hopefully, fingers crossed, there might be another title reign or something in your future, mate. Because you've come back looking great, and I'm excited to see what you have planned for the rest of the year as well.
Fantastic. Thanks for having me. Thank you.
No, we're not done yet, mate.
Oh, not done? Oh, sorry.
Alright, Corndog, I'd love for you now to plug your social media, events you've got coming up, merch, all that sort of stuff. I'm going to have all the links below, but where can we find you?
Corndog Sauce on Instagram. That's really the only social media I've got, so not much to go through there. Anything else? Wrestle Rampage next show, the 31st of May.
Nice.
Coming up. I think that's at Cosgrove Hall. But that's all I've got for now there. Nothing else really going on right now, just trying to get back to training, working out.
Any merch available at the shows for Corndog?
No, I think I might have a box somewhere from old shirts I'll have to pull out, but I wasn't sure how well I'd go coming back, so I thought I'd hold off on that.
And especially with the Rumble surprise, you don't want to put merch
out.
What's this going? They're selling some old stuff, but no, thank you, Corndog, for coming on, man. I really appreciate that. It's been great to look at your career, and I really am excited to see what's going to be next. It's great to have you back in the scene, excited to see what's next.
Thank you very much. It was great. Good to see some old photos and go through all that. It was good. I had a good time. Thank you for having me.
Easy, bro. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us on another episode of Beers and Brawls. Another huge thank you to our guest, Corndog. It was great to have him on here and hear about his story. So make sure you give him a follow, get behind Wrestle Rampage and all the local wrestling in your state. As always, give us a like, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. And until next time, cheers.